Welcome to Immigration Info, your ultimate hub for all things immigration. Looking for visa tips, country guides, and the latest immigration updates? You're in the right place. Subscribe for expert insights and join our global community today. Learn more about the eligibility requirements, process, and timeline of the E2 Treaty Investor Visa. What is the E2 visa? The E2 visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows foreign nationals from certain treaty countries to enter the United States for the purpose of investing a substantial amount of capital in a U.S. business. This visa is designed to promote foreign investment and facilitate the movement of individuals who contribute to the American economy. In this guide, we'll cover the eligibility requirements for the E2 visa, how to apply, and what costs and timeline to expect. E2 visa eligibility requirements. Although the specific eligibility requirements for the E2 visa may vary depending on each individual's case, the general eligibility requirements all applicants can expect are: nationality. The applicant must be a national of a country that has a treaty of commerce and navigation or a bilateral investment treaty with the United States. Not all countries qualify, so it's essential to check the list of eligible treaty countries on the U.S. Department of State's website. Substantial investment. The applicant must invest a substantial amount of capital in a U.S. business. The investment must be sufficient to ensure the success of the business, and the specific amount considered substantial can vary depending on factors such as the type of business and its scale. Active management. The investor must typically play an active role in the management of the U.S. business. An active role could mean having control and ownership of at least 50% of the enterprise, being involved in making major decisions, and overseeing day-to-day operations. Business type. The investment must be in a bona fide enterprise, and the business should not be marginal. The enterprise must have the capacity to generate more than enough income to provide a minimal living for the investor and their dependents. Source of funds. Similar to proving the business is a legitimate and legal venture, the E2 applicant must prove that the funds invested in the U.S. business have a legitimate source. This helps to ensure that the money used for the investment was obtained legally. How to apply for an E2 visa. Applying from within the U.S. Individuals legally residing in the U.S. have the option to change their status to an E2 visa by filing Form I-129. Petition for an immigrant worker with USCIS. The application should include documentation verifying your nationality, investment, and additional financial details about your business. If you are a solo investor, you are responsible for filing the petition yourself. If you are an employee of a company, your employer should submit Form I-129 on your behalf. Applying from outside the U.S. If you're applying from outside the U.S., you'll need to complete the following steps. File Form DS-160, online non-immigrant visa application. Schedule and attend a visa interview at your home country's U.S. Embassy or consulate. You can learn more about the cost and application process for the DS-160 in Boundless Guide. E2 visa cost. The costs for the E2 visa can vary depending on several factors, including where you are applying from and whether premium processing is requested. In general, there is a $460 fee to file Form I-129. Petition for non-immigrant worker with USCIS. If premium processing is requested, there is an additional fee of $2,500. E2 visa timeline. The processing time for the E2 visa can vary, depending on the USCIS service center where the petition was filed and the complexity of the case. You can check the current processing times for E2 visas at specific USCIS service centers here. E2 applicants may also be able to request premium processing of their Form I-129 for an additional fee mentioned above. If approved, USCIS will typically process your L1 visa application within 15 to 45 calendar days.